Hello and welcome to FX Addicts Weekly Market Analysis. This is Tim, the Currency Professor, and today is March 22nd, Friday, 2013. This week, most of the action centered around Cyprus and the banking industry there. It looked like about midweek that Russia was coming to the aid of the banking system there, and everything was going to be okay. And then that kind of fell apart here in the last 24 hours. And now it looks like Russia's backed off, and Cyprus is forced to take the EU's proposal, which is basically a haircut on any deposit of $100,000 or more of 10%. So if you have money in Cyprus Bank, you're going to pay 10% of whatever's on deposit there. Under 10%, under 100,000. It's I believe 6.25% or something like that. So either way, it's kind of punishing depositors there. So there's a lot more to the whole situation than meets the eye, obviously. But Europe is standing firm on their demands, and Cyprus really has no other choice except bankruptcy, and that wouldn't be good for anybody. So see what happens, but that can certainly move the markets. It has all week. If we look here at the Euro-US dollar, we can see how last Friday we had the day here where it popped up above this channel line and then traded below it all week, and now here we are again, popping up above it again on Friday. So we'll have to see how we open on Monday again, and see if we get back into that channel or if we're actually building a base here and we're going to turn around. Now on a weekly basis, well, we're about ending where we started the week, or I should say started last week, and they're both positive weeks here, but they're coming off of some openings that were considerably lower. So it doesn't really look great here. Just looks like we're bouncing up, like there's a lot of enthusiasm. If they do resolve this Cyprus thing favorably, then we may just resume on a downward trend. And if they don't, well, then we could have a pretty good spike low, and depending on what actually happens, we could rally right back then. It's a lot of ifs in there, and don't particularly care to play the ifs. So I've been sticking to the options market with this. On the monthlies, well, monthly wise, we're almost where we opened the month, but we're still down a little bit. So we got a solid week left of trading for the month. So we'll see what happens, but not too enthusiastic one way or the other. British pound against the U.S. dollars enjoyed a pretty good week here. We've rallied up quite a bit. We're now up above 152, and it really looks like we're forming in a kind of a V bottom here, or a bottom pattern. So it just depends on how far we're going to rally up. I rather think we're going to probably get stuck up in here in this upper 152 range, and we'll probably find some resistance up in there. Longer term, if we look at the charts, this is the only chart, by the way, that really looks positive. If we look at the weeklies, well, here we are. We had a huge downtrend, very, very vigorous sell-off. So now here we are for 2 weeks popping up. Well, that's not necessarily a positive sign. It's just a correction. And we're correcting here into an area that we should probably correct to. And then next week we could very easily return down on our downward momentum. Now on the monthlies, this is actually looking positive if we closed here for the month. Of course, we still got another week, so a lot can happen. But if we closed up on the month, as we are right now, that would be positive, and we could turn around then. But longer term, we are below this trend line, and that is a pretty significant trend line that goes back several years. So we have closed a month below that, significantly below it, and really looking for it to continue to sell off from here. There's no reason for us to stop at this point, and fundamentally there's still an awful lot of issues with the UK, and fundamentally the US is certainly got some momentum behind its growth. How long that lasts is another question, but for right now we're going to stick to this being a correction and nothing more. US dollar against the Swiss franc, down 47 today right now. We've bounced all over the place this week, and we're still within this range here and just consolidating the way it looks, and we're doing a very good job of it, I might add. So because we had this very nice run up here, consolidating, a little bit of a downward bias on that consolidation, so at some point here in the future we are going to pop higher. Really looking for us to run up to around that 98, 99 level, and if we can see it here on the monthlies, that would get us up to this trend line, or just about at that trend line, and that would be very, very positive if we could break through there, close significantly above that, or really even beyond that to this next one, which goes all the way back many years back into the 70s. So if we can get to that point, boy, that would be very, very bullish. That would be about 105, 106 is where we would need to close there. So that would be very, very strong indication for future upward momentum there. US dollar against the Japanese yen, down today again, 2 days in a row now, down 55 pips today, pushing down on its lower end of the range here, where we're finding some support. Really don't think it's going to go too much lower than this. We are hitting some pretty good support in there. And technically, boy, we've had this nice run up. We consolidated, went up, made new highs, consolidating again now. So we need one more burst up here, get us up to around the 98, 99 level, right up into here, just under 100. So we should have that in the next burst up, which should come here probably in the next couple of weeks sometime. And if we look on the monthlies, well, the monthlies still look very strong and really look like we could continue on well up into the 110, 120 area, all the way up into there. And we probably will at some point get up into that area. It just won't happen very quickly, but over time we will probably see that happen. Euro Swiss, today we're up just slightly, up about 15 pips. It's had a very, very volatile week, as we can see, but we're also forming kind of a little bit of a triangle here, and that's usually an indication we're going to pop around, turn around here, and probably go up. We've moved up above this this channel line. We fairly well have stayed above it all week this week, so it looks positive. We just need to start to move higher again. Once we start doing that, then we'll go and take out these highs and start to make some new highs in there. But longer term, we look at the weeklies, still looks really good. We've had this run up, consolidation or fallback, so the next move now will be up to new highs. So just a matter of time until that happens. Euro yen, very, very much like the dollar yen, only it has not moved up and made new highs. It made its new highs back here in January, and now we've just been consolidating since then. So that has to do with the weakness of the euro. Really looks like this will probably continue. Even if the Cyprus thing gets worked out, the euro is still weak. Of course, the yen is weak, and it's going to determine in this cross which of the two are the weaker. And I would assume sometime in the next 3 to 4 weeks, when the new board of the, well, not the whole board, but the new members of the Bank of Japan board meet for the first time and make a decision on what they're going to do, we'll probably see some pretty good action here. And they're going to probably try and drive that yen considerably lower. So the euro should benefit here on this cross. Again, that's 3 or 4 weeks away, so a lot can happen. But if we look at the weeklies, we can see here how we've consolidated back for almost 2 months now, and probably could continue for another 3 or 4 weeks, and because we ran up awfully fast here. So consolidating back like that for a while really isn't that unexpected. And on the monthlies, well, that would give us 3 months then of consolidation, in which point we could then move higher. So still looks good longer term, very positive longer term. And again, it depends on the euro. how strong that can get over time. That is it for today, this week. If you don't know about FX Addicts, please stop on by. We do offer a 7-day free trial, and we have all kinds of things going on. We have a chat room, we have a live trading room. We also have some trade signals that get posted and emailed every day. So please feel free to stop by. Thank you.